winning mentality, championship programs, family tradition. Bearcat Update covers everything Northwest Missouri State sports.
Welcome back to another episode of the longest running sports television show at Northwest Missouri State, Bearcat Update. I'm your host, JD Wessel. The Northwest soccer team has been rolling this season with a current 9-5-1 record, and the Bearcats have exceeded expectations as they've been breaking records along the way. At the time of this recording, the Bearcats are in a current weather delay at the Bearcat pitch, as they currently lead Newman 1-0 with only 11 minutes left in the game. We'll have more updates on that on our social media. But for now, on October 22nd, the Bearcats have played host to Central Oklahoma in a battle of two contending teams in the MIAA. Central Oklahoma was able to hit the board first in this game in the 24th minute, and Northwest wouldn't go away easy though, with the game staying locked at 1-0 up until the 86th minute. Freshman Sidney Mueller was able to find the back of the net and eventually take this game into overtime. The Bearcats are no strangers to overtime this season, as this was their fourth overtime game of the season. This one wasn't decided in the first overtime. No. It was decided in the second. The Bearcats stretched this game out up into the 105th minute of the game, and who else would it be? The senior Kaylee Rock was able to score the goal for the Bearcats to give them their first ever win against Central Oklahoma, with that series starting back in 2012. It's clear that head coach Mark Gordon and this team have found their footing and formula for winning in the MIAA this season. And the team seems to be buying into this system while also building a culture along the way. We'll see if they can continue this success when they get back in action October 29th against Missouri Western. Another Northwest program that has seen success this season has been the Bearcat volleyball team, who is currently riding an 11-game win streak. The streak started on September 18th when they defeated Missouri Western 3-1 in what at the time was considered an upset, but looking back on it now, this was nowhere close to an upset with the way the Bearcats have been playing in the month of October. As we take a look, Northwest has collected 9 wins in October, bringing the phrase spooky season to life, en route to a 9-0 October record. The Bearcats have won 6 of those 9 games on the road, and at home, the Bearcats were able to ride the momentum to defeat the number 1 ranked Washburn Ichabods 3-2. Since then, the last 3 games, the Bearcats have only lost 1 set, with wins coming against Emporia State, Pittsburgh State, and Missouri Southern. Their next game is October 26th as they hit the road to Warrensburg, Missouri to take on Central Missouri. With that, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere as we break down more Northwest football. You're watching Bearcat Update on KNWT, Channel 8. Welcome back to Bearcat Update. The Bearcat football team was able to get back on track in a big way this weekend as they took down Northeastern State in a 59-7 beatdown. The biggest story of the game was junior quarterback Braden Wright making his triumphant return, which came in the second half of the game with the Bearcats already up 35-7. We'd assume that the coaching staff wanted to ease Wright back into action in a game that was, for the most part, already decided. Either way you look at it, the Bearcats seem to be doing what they do best, dominating teams on both sides of the ball, at least for now. Our reporter Cameron Purvis gives us a look into the 7th-ranked defense in the nation. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, welcome to Bearcat Breakdown, Football Edition. I'm Cameron Purvis. This week we're going to be breaking down the Bearcats versus Washburn, the most recent football game. But this week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Recently I've done only offense, so this week we're going to be doing big plays on defense. So here we got a 3rd and 14 obvious passing situation. We're going to be lined up in man coverage. The safety's circled, lined up behind the linebackers that are arrowed will cover the guys that they're lined up in front of. The linebackers are going to blitz in. Typically when you get this alignment, that is what happens here, and it's just a base alignment for a outside linebacker blitz. I'm going to go back here. I want you guys to watch Zach Howard line up at defensive end. He's going to get some pressure. Like I said, we're in man coverage. We get pretty good coverage from the safeties and the cornerbacks. Quarterback doesn't really have anywhere to go. And like I said, Zach Howard got some pressure, and he gets in there for the sack. And Zach Howard finished the game with 2 sacks. So here we got a 2nd and 8 situation. It looks like we're going to be in zone coverage. Watch this linebacker right here, arrowed. He's going to knock this guy off his route, which is what they preach. Knocks him off his route pretty good. This linebacker right here does the same thing, actually knocks this guy down, and the linebackers just do their job, knocking the receivers off the route, rerouting them, making the quarterback hesitate and think a little bit. And they also drop back in coverage, which makes the quarterback kind of think a little bit more, kind of panic a little bit, and Big Sam gets in there for the sack, and you just need more than one guy to block him. He just demolishes this quarterback, and that's a great play for the Bearcats. Sam Roberts finished the game with 1 sack and 4 tackles. So we got a 3rd and 11, another obvious passing situation. They're going to have a tight end and 2 split out wide, 2 receivers split out wide to the right side of the field, 2 split out to the left, and we're going to be in man coverage with the free safety behind the referee to the left side of the field. And we're going to get pretty good coverage locking these guys up. I want you guys to watch Brody Buck, this outside linebacker right here, just rerouting this guy, knocked him off his route again pretty well, and also rerouting a second guy in the same area again. And the quarterback just looks right there, and he throws the interception. Jaravian Anderson picks it off. Great play, kind of bobbles it a little bit. And Brody just did a great job just rerouting that guy, and it led to a great play for the Bearcats. Jaravian Anderson finished the game with 1 interception, 1 pass broken up, and 4 tackles. So that's been another episode of Bearcat Breakdown Football Edition. As always, I'm your host, Cameron Purvis. Hope to see you guys next time. Thank you.
Thanks, Cameron. The Bearcats will look to continue to dominate on the defensive side of the ball as they take on Nebraska Kearney this homecoming weekend. It will be a battle of 2 of the best teams in the MIAA, as Northwest defense comes into this game ranked number 1 in the MIAA, and on the other side of the ball, Kearney is currently ranked 1st in the MIAA on the offensive side. This week, Bearcat Update begins its score prediction of the week. Our score prediction for the week is a 28-14 win for the Bearcats. With a mix of more lockdown defense and a ruckus homecoming crowd, we believe the Bearcats will be able to move to 7-1 and 1st in the MIAA standings. We're going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere, folks. When we come back, we get another week of Sports Swap. You're watching Bearcat Update on KNWT, Channel 8. Welcome back to Bearcat Update. Basketball season is right around the corner as the defending national champion Northwest Missouri State Bearcats look to run it back this upcoming season. Before they could focus on doing that, our Sports Swap crew challenged 2 Bearcat basketball players to play volleyball. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sports Swap. I'm Maddie, and this week we're joined with 2 of our Bearcat men's basketball players,
Christian Stanislav
and Luke Waters.
And we're going to be asking them about their upcoming season and how they're battling with COVID. So with Hawkins moving on to Creighton and COVID playing a huge part in the last 2 seasons, are there any expectations as a team as a whole or you as an individual?
Yeah, so we had a really good preseason, and we're off to a great start with our practices. We're just looking to get better every day and really focused on the process part of getting better. And overall, our goals are the same as they are every year. Just try to win each game and then continue getting better and better every day.
So what are you guys most excited for now that COVID is hopefully behind us and we can go into the season with a sense of normalcy?
I'd say we're really looking forward to having our fans there. They create a really good atmosphere for us, and not having them there was kind of hard for us, but having them back should be pretty big this season.
So we've seen these 2 athletes compete at the highest level in D2 sports nationally. Let's see if they can kill it out on the volleyball court. Now we're here in the temporary volleyball court here in Hughes, and we're joined for the 2nd time here on Sports Swap with our volleyball players.
Hi, I'm Hannah Kocher.
And I'm Rachel Sturdivant.
And we're going to be testing these basketball players' volleyball skills. First challenge, serve accuracy. Closest serve to either Rachel or Hannah wins. Luke's up first, Christian to follow. Next challenge, 2v2. First to 3 wins. Rapid fire questions. Who's the scariest GA?
Jared Richmond.
Who on your team would you not want to date your sister?
I'm Dave.
Last time you airballed?
Today.
Thanks for joining us this week on Sports Swap as we saw our basketball players try out volleyball. Special thanks to our two-time Sports Swap guests.
I'm Hannah. And I'm Rachel.
And of course, this week's guests.
Christian.
And Luke.
My name is Maddie. Back to you, Calvin.
Thanks, Maddie. The basketball team will tip off the season on November 6th as they will play in the Small College Basketball Hall of Fame Classic. The first opponent, Northern State, a team that took the Bearcats to the brink in the regional championship a year ago. In one of the most talked about games of the 2020 season, Northwest was able to escape the game with a 91-86 overtime victory en route to an eventual national championship. We'll see if the rematch lives up to the hype this season with both teams losing key players from last year's squads. It'll be interesting to see what they can do, but you have to wait. With that, we're going to wrap things up for this week's episode of Bearcat Update. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BearcatUpdate_8 and catch all of our previous episodes on our YouTube, KNWT Channel 8. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
Winning mentality, championship programs, family tradition. Bearcat Update covers everything Northwest Missouri State sports.